Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is Darksy, and today we're doing something a little different because you know me, if you follow this channel, I usually talk about One Piece or shonen or action or even romance to a degree. Well, we ain't doing any of that today, and if you've read the title, you know exactly what's happening because we are looking at the top 10 most out of control ecchi anime, which, by the way, may be a terrible idea for YouTube, but who the hell cares? It sounds fun. It's something I wanted to watch and I wanted to share it with you guys. It's by the wonderful creator called Animan. The original video will be in the description if you want to watch it without me babbling over it. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Hopefully we can kind of embrace our degenerates together today, and this coincides wonderfully with something that I'm doing myself, which should be coming out very, very soon, but you'll see about that soon. Let's not talk about it today. Let's enjoy this video and let's see how out of control ecchi really gets. Right, go on then.
See a main character in an ecchi anime and just think, bro, just stay strong.
All the time,
like
yes.
He's out here fighting for his life, surrounded by beautiful women, walking on the thinnest line between heaven and pure
and a court case.
One wrong move, bam.
Or slapped, yeah.
Next week. One wondering thought, boom. Nosebleed so strong he needs a blood.
Very accurate.
All the characters on this list just have one thing in common: an iron will, or at least they try to have one. That's right, we're exploring the top 10. I
guarantee I've seen so many of these shows.
Before we begin,
like, I guarantee it. I have watched some weird shows in my time.
And of course, spoilers ahead.
Go ahead.
And at number 10, we have
Never mind, never seen this.
For a young adult still exploring his desires and preferences in girls, losing your lecherous perverted spirit could be a big deal.
Oh god.
Lazara, a grim reaper from another world, on a mission, tricks the main character of the series, Ryosuke, into forfeiting his perverted spirit to her to use as a power source.
Interesting.
She even reveals to him his imminent death in 3 months' time. Although she tricks him at first and takes from him what he values the most, his sleaziness.
Right.
As a dumb teenager that doesn't know any better living by his own chivalrous values, he always rushes to save her in her time of need.
I bet.
And since this is a freaking ecchi, we can guarantee that this won't be the only girl in the series that has an eye on him. Then.
No, I can already see, just from how the ladies are dressed, that the main character is going to have a small problem with distraction, shall we say. And I can already see why he's trying to save certain people's lives, because some of those outfits were very short and very uplifting, should we say. So I get it a little bit.
And at number 9 we have
Samurai Girls. Okay.
Samurai Girls. This is what happens when you mix a smart tactician, aka Yamato, that will do anything for his friends, with a battle-hardened One-san type goddess, aka Momoyo. Now, Momoyo is the kind of battle-hardened warrior.
Damn, she can fight though.
A fight, and no matter how tough it is, she just won't budge. However, put her in an easy fight, and you can already see the frustration on her face. And this could mean one thing: turning Yamato's life to
armball. You know,
Momoyo has a knack of teasing Yamato to release her frustration.
Right, sure.
By perving around him or by just teasing him into a fight with her. And even though she realizes later on her feelings towards him, she still never gives the poor chap a break and still teases him.
Be mean, keep him keen.
A living hell.
Rightio.
Yamato isn't any better, however. Surrounded by girls from all sides, this guy's libido is worse than that of a rabbit.
Oh dear.
So you better not fall for his innocent looks, because he is far from it.
Okay, so the question I want to ask, and I don't know how to ask this without sounding like the biggest pervert walking on earth, but like, what is the purpose of shows like this? And I say this as someone who has watched a lot of shows like this, so really I should know the answer, but I actually don't. Like, my reasons may be very different to your reasons. So the question is, what is the benefit of watching this show? Like, who is it aimed at? Like, evidently it's aimed to be very, very fan servicey, but like, are people watching this to enjoy the visuals, or are they watching it to enjoy the visuals, if you catch my drift? I don't know how to word what I want to say without getting cancelled, but you know what I'm trying to say to you, right? Yeah, if anyone can let me know, like, if you watch shows like this, why do you watch them for? Is it because it's a big booby, long-legged anime girl, or is it for a very, very different reason? Cool, let me know.
Coming at number 8,
Princess Lover. Okay.
Talk about scoring the jackpot.
This already looks like it's gonna be bad. I saw Maids.
Gained that jackpot, but a win is a win. This main character overnight became one of the wealthiest people in the country thanks to his grandfather, and was enrolled in one of the most prestigious schools in Japan and engaged to a bombshell of a woman called Sylvia van Hossen.
Okie dokie.
Even her name speaks magnitudes of her nobility and class. And not just that, she is best friends with a princess nonetheless, and he has access to it all.
I bet he does.
Just imagine the fun this guy is going to have with these two. Why bother imagining? Just
watch the show.
Coming in at number 7,
Wow, that was quick.
Just imagine
Never heard of this one.
Day you just went into your boring class with your boring classmates and they wanted to have yet another boring lesson. Only this time, it's not boring anymore. Want to know why?
Go on.
Because your biggest celebrity crush transferred to your school and is a student in your class now.
That's fun.
Kosaku, the self-proclaimed #1 fan of the national idol, Ringo Kinoshita.
Right.
To live that fantasy daily now after Ringo transferred to his agriculture school. Oh, now is the chance to either let his lecherous feelings and perverted
What is on his shoulder?
He could actually get to know her better and discover who Ringo really is under all that celebrity glam and lights. Let's just see what choices he decides to pick, the fun one or the safe one.
I can imagine it's probably not the safe one. Also, I love that I'm watching a show about like complete degeneracy, and my only question while watching that was, what is the animal on his shoulder? I'm a very innocent man. Number 6, Yuna and the Haunted Hot Springs. I have actually seen this one.
In this anime, Yuzora Kokoyashi is a powerful sidekick that is always broke and looking for a place to live.
Yeah.
Somewhat affordable for him. What better place to choose than the Haunted Hot Springs he has been hearing rumors about
full of women.
The time. The ghost was advertised to be a highly malicious and bound to the same room he is staying in nevertheless. However, as he prepares to end the ghost and exorcise it, he discovers that for starters, she isn't malicious, and 2, she is hot as hell. The only thing that she recalls about her life.
That outfit was unnecessary.
And as every harem ever, you can't just have a harem with only one girl. You need much more than
about 7.
Enter the other 4 girls, each with a unique art style and the usual generic harem personalities. You got the kurere, the tsundere, the shy maid, and the lolly.
Yeah, it's not a good show.
And like any good harem, they all have it bad for the main character. Oh, and did I mention that there is a lot of bathtub and hot spring scenes?
90% of it, yes.
Is Mayo Chiki.
It's bad.
A harem anime about a guy that fears woman sounds weird, right?
Sure.
However, that's just the life of Kiro Sakamachi.
Damn.
Developing a trauma and a resilient body because of his mother and sister that are wrestling fans that
right.
spend time experimenting on him and using him as their training.
The camera angles, man.
Poor guy just can't handle being around women to the point that a single touch can have him fainting on the floor with a nosebleed.
Right.
However, some events take place in the school's restroom that could mark a new beginning
Jesus.
for the poor guy.
What a ball gag, what the hell?
Punk. Nothing better than the post-apocalypse to bring out
this is
all
old.
perverts and criminals to the surface. In this lawless version of Japan, life has taken a darker turn for the worse, and civilization as we know it was all but wiped out.
Wow.
Those that remained preyed on the weak, but they
This
all
don't look too bad.
thing in the desert. The ghost lying in wait there. Desert Punk, which is the codename for the main character in the series, a deadly assassin that doesn't say no to any mission, no matter how hard.
Okay.
At first, he seems to be invincible and unkillable. Well, he is until you figure out his weakness, that is.
Right.
AKA Junko Asagiri, a skilled assassin that flaunts her hot body around.
I mean, I can see the problem already.
And manipulate him. And just like any bastard with no restraint, he falls for it every single time. You think he'd learn his lesson?
I see 2 big problems, actually.
Coming in at number 3 is
Heaven's Lost Property. I've heard of this one.
Tomoki Sakurai is a guy who always woke up with tears filling his eyes because of a dream about some sort of angel.
Okay.
His friend Sohara Mitsuki decides to seek help from an expert at the sky matters by the name of Aishiro Sugata. One day, while observing in the sky the anomaly that scientists couldn't explain called the New World,
Jesus.
young teen's wet dream came true.
Go on.
As a hot red-headed angel descended from the sky right in front of Tomoki and suddenly called him Master.
She's got a lot of trust in that shirt. Good lord.
Who is she? Not a damn clue. The only way to discover that is by watching the series yourself and enjoy what angelic beauty this series has to offer.
Yes,
it doesn't
beauty.
hold back when it comes to the ecchi scenes.
Definite beauty.
Ecchi unless it has those iconic staple bath scenes. The runners-up of today's list, we
Dress
have
Up Darling. Good show.
Yeah,
Underrated show.
I'm gonna say we all watched it. We all liked it. We all have a crush on Marine Kitagawa.
Kind of, yeah.
Personally, I love her personality. Yeah,
She has great personalities.
Anyways, We all know the moment we saw the trailer that this anime was going to be the thirst trap of the season, and we welcomed it with open arms. One thing we didn't expect, however, was the fact that it was more than just a thirst trap and fan service anime.
It's also sweet.
It had volume to it. It had character, had fun, and sad times, and I genuinely enjoyed it. But even more enjoyed how Gojo-kun had to hold back his perverted thoughts, especially when he is fitting her and taking her measurements. That scene was a little too sus.
It was a little bit.
I mentioned that succubus cosplay incident, because here, unless we want to have a taste of the big old band hammer, let's just throw that away.
Let's just get away from that one.
And the first spot goes to
Golden Boy.
Golden Boy.
Yep.
Kintaro Oe is a specialist in part-time work, riding all over the highways and byways of Japan.
This is a funny show.
The Mikazuki 5, and finding employment wherever he can. His adventures bring him knowledge and experience that can't be taught in a classroom. From political corruption to the delicacy of a young woman.
No one cared about any of this in the show.
Meet multiple women and fall for hundreds. Of his perverted, dirty, uncensored fantasies of the woman around him.
Oh, yes.
The funniest scene for me has to be the toilet scene when he absolutely loses it, imagining the sexy blonde boss on the toilet seat and starts to hug it.
Yep.
Kintaro is so pervy, yet such a gentleman. All women that encounter him fall for him head over heels. Golden Boy, as Kintaro quotes, is truly an exciting educational experience.
That ain't educational.
One of my favorite anime ever for many reasons to come. And yes, the ecchi lewd scenes play a part in this favoritism, but they aren't the entire reason for it. The show has got it all. The action, the crazy out of this
little bit of drama,
the etchiness, the lewdness, all of it. And Kintaro is just such a goated character. 100% a must-watch anime. Just don't watch it with anyone else.
No.
And that's it for today.
No.
I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I had fun making it for you.
I did.
And if you would like to support the channel, you can always become a part of our Patreon and enjoy our
I am already part of the Patreon, actually.
Also, if you like this video, be sure to comment down below what you liked about it, or what anime you think deserve to be on this list.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't put your lewdness out on the internet, because people will judge you. And luckily, you can hear though, because it's a safe space. So also, same question. Let me know in the comments what your favorite kind of ecchi or DJ anime is, because like I said, I've got a video where the same question will be asked soon, but it's a bit more in depth and it's completely custom made. But let's not focus on that, because this was fun. This was very, very, very fun. I enjoyed it. It kind of added me a little bit, because My Dress Up Darling is a phenomenal show. And yes, everyone watched it for Maureen's personalities, two wonderful, wonderful personalities. And Golden Boy is a phenomenal, kind of old-timey show that if you haven't seen, the greatest advice ever given was in this video, which is do not watch it with anyone else, because it is the height of degeneracy. If we're being brutally honest, the main character is the thirstiest man I have ever encountered in any show ever, and I've seen High School DxD. And if you know, you know. I will say though, none of them shocked me, which is a good thing and also a bad thing. Because it's a bad thing because it means I've seen too much weird stuff in anime that this just didn't faze me too much. Although the one that did faze me was number 5, which is called like Mayo Cheeky or something like that, because it was all normal, it was all kind of weird and a little bit sus, until there's a girl tied up with a ball gag in, and that's way beyond a little bit of lewdness. We've hit full on like BDSM here, and I'd like to know how that situation occurred and how we even got into this scenario in the first place. But that's something I'll watch off screen, away from all you guys and your prying eyes. But yeah, I really enjoyed this. I got to relive some shows I haven't seen in a long time, and I got to learn about some shows I've never heard of, so that's always fun. I love hearing about new shows. But as I said before, let me know in the comments, in this amazing safe space where no one will judge you, I promise, especially not me. Let me know your favorite lewd or favorite ecchi anime, and we can discuss it in the comments, because I love talking to you guys about stuff like this. But for today, that's all I've got. I've been Darksea. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did and you're at this part of this video, then don't forget to subscribe, leave a like and a comment, because it really does help me out. But until next time, I've been Darksea, you've been beautiful. Thank you for giving me 20 minutes of your day, and I'll see you soon for something completely different. See you later.